like we did this already.
There's been a few of them.
I was gonna say, I'm like, there's only one over there, some reporters. I'm like, who's all the reporters?
Hey, you. What's happening? I was.
That's you?
I'm here.
I did not bring
I'm
my
actually.
No!
City demand whether I tear everything down to
Vic?
this bag.
Yeah, no,
I don't think we
Big
met.
Gary, nice to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I work with this man.
It doesn't make sense.
Pleasure every moment, not a nail
I'm
second
like the
was wasted.
order.
Except that one time when we were in the bar.
except that one time, there's a
Oh,
story.
that was great. That was never wasted.
Is it looking something okay?
Yeah, all right, good to see you, Vic.
I'm gonna sit here. Danny's coming in too, I guess.
Okay, sure, the more the
I
merrier.
understand you.
Brittany's on her way.
Okay.
Who's on her way? Brittany?
Brittany Weir.
Is she doing the 11 o'clock live?
No.
I believe we are.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna get permission to do it. I don't know if we'll be able to do it in here. We get permission to do it in here. I parked across the street because we couldn't do it.
Yep.
How you doing?
Hi.
It's been better days, but it could be worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our police officers are alive.
Right.
Yeah, they're
There. Yeah, it looks like they got it all wrapped up. It's a shame about the, who I assume are their grandparents.
One turn 2 off. And I
See,
go
I
to
didn't
1.
hear
And
details about the.
brother and grandfather.
Brother and grandfather.
I don't know if it's right or not. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
I heard the grandparents were there and the grandfather definitely is.
Okay, much.
I thought he got the But I don't know.
Everything's
I don't know.
clean and light.
Anybody knows?
Well-
Well, I think somebody knows.
I think other people have more information.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it used to be, there, you know, everything's different, but.
Okay, so how is your video and audio now?
You have a personal relationship with the official, and they would tell, they tell a reporter, hey, don't say anything about this until after 6, but,
Okay, very good. Okay.
And now everything has to go up through the chain, and then go to the central, and then it has to come back down. So we don't have that one-to-one anymore, it goes up through the chain and then back down through the chain.
I don't worry about that stuff as long as you give me the thumbs up.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's why we're here.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that?
For whatever
Do
reason.
not make their people,
Sounds
putting,
perfect on my end. It was all
complaints about
scratchy
your
in there.
county, yourself councilman on that.
Actually, a lot of them did. It was good.
My, video cable is fast.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I
is
keep
it,
putting
is
it
it,
back.
all right, do we have to
This
pull
is-
an NFL thing and get
this is-
everybody's frequencies?
This is my backup.
Well, that was gonna be my third, I thought.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Let me do this one, let me do this
All right.
one, and then if that one doesn't work, then the old fashioned card line, I probably should have stick card line.
That's a good question. Craig's telling me when we start going to these Wi-Fi mics, it won't ever be a problem.
It's Friday, what's up for the
Because,
weekend?
Wi-Fi
There's,
takes care of itself for the most
community
part.
meeting tomorrow morning, there's.
Yeah, until the Wi-Fi,
Friday.
until the Wi-Fi crashes.
Until we-
Because everybody's, you have
Right.
20 crews and everybody's on the
Somebody-
Wi-Fi.
RF and
And
cellular and
making-
Wi-Fi signals
and
blasting through our
sending-
heads.
Right.
Sending scripts, making phone calls.
Yeah, right.
Texting.
Sure.
I wanna really get
Yeah.
moving on now that we're
Yeah.
getting closer.
Yeah, somebody can either remote control to unlock his car, and then it's gonna come through our mics. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's.
And don't forget police and fire with their radios are right here.
Oh yeah, that does make a difference.
We got enough cameras in here.
Yeah,
We need one more.
I think we need to balance out the room a little more.
We can finish out the arc here that we got going.
Alternative tax budget.
No.
Do you want to come here for that?
Funding for more.
Yeah.
when you get down,
He belongs your way.
the senior citizens disappeared, they found them in their burnt car. You remember that? Roz. There was no Wi-Fi. There wasn't any. When they found that, where they found that car, we don't realize how much we depend on cell signals and Wi-Fi until you don't have them. Down in Strasbourg. Do you remember the case when two seniors disappeared and then they found them in their burned out car?
I know just what you're talking about.
When we went down, we were trying to do our 4, 5, and 6 lives. We were using a satellite truck, but the satellite truck couldn't even communicate with the satellite company to get out because there was no cell signal. They couldn't call it. And we relied on cell service to get our scripts out. We relied on cell service for our IVs. And we finally found this one spot on this little rise where if you held your phone like this, then you could get a nominal cell service. And so Suzanne Stratford was down there with me. And when one of us would be doing our live, so we didn't have earbuds, but we were still tethered to our phone to hear the
You guys want a mic check?
She's standing over here holding the phone in just the right position while I'm in the air, and I was doing the same thing.
Hey everybody, I'm gonna give a mic check for you guys. Give me a thumbs up. I'm gonna sing a song that we all know. Are we ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Are we good?
No, I need more.
We need more? Okay, we're gonna count to 10 now.
Does anybody need a white? Anybody need a white?
I'm gonna say, I know they changed the tune now. 1, 2, 3. Is everyone good?
Do you have cookies?
Do I have, no,
Cookies?
because then I start sounding like others.
Cookie Monster.
No, but seriously, did you get your mic up here? Do you need to? Are we all good? All right, cool.
I need a departing song.
Close your eyes and say your prayer in Jesus' mighty name.
All right.
I read so much to my kids for the babies that I still. Is
everybody set up appropriately?
Now I wish we
Yeah, I'm
I
good.
did the mic check for you.
Oh, you did?
Thank you.
We're not coming back. Sat in the house and did nothing at all, and then something went on the phone. We started looking, we saw some press on that. We looked and we saw the cabin hat, he said, "How do you see that?" I know it's wet and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of next year. Yeah, I read that so much, and I started doing it over the years for
Mic check. Sure, why not? Plasma pass.
now my granddaughter.
Very nice. Oh, you're lucky. There was a Mennonite school down the road from that scene you were talking about. So they were very kind. They let me use their landline, and I saw the phone number.
Yeah, it was just down the road. Yeah, I remember that school.
And the intern didn't know what I was talking about. I'm an even-tempered guy.
Yeah.
But I really do owe whoever answered that.
Well, some of the guys have new ones already, but
What?
I just started to. Some was last on the way.
Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna miss
It's a nice guy.
Yeah, talk to somebody.
Yeah, what's the work?
Why didn't you guys call? And there doesn't need to be.
Yeah, boy, that was. I'll never forget that.
Well, it's
I was like, well, at least we'll be okay because we have a satellite truck. But then the satellite truck wouldn't connect.
Yeah, that's.
Good morning, everybody. How everybody doing? Hey, man, how you doing? Hey, my friend.
I gotta say, Christopher familiar?
Good morning, everybody. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. I know it's a sad occasion, but I thank you for coming out. Is there any questions?
Can we just walk through what happened from last night into this morning?
Well, it was a family dispute, and it spread it. And one of our officers was there to investigate, and he took one in the leg. And So that's how one of our officers got shot. So I was there at that time, and it spread it across Euclid Avenue. And I want to thank all the agencies that came. There were so many agencies that came here. I can't even name them, I'll let Chief name them, but I want to thank them for supporting us because they did a wonderful job. And they eliminated it from spreading outside of the target area to where he was at. They had him boxed in, he couldn't get out. And I want to thank them, that was excellent police work. And I want to thank Mansell Baker. He's the one that orchestrated everything, and I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud that he's with us. And I don't know the incident, the name of the people who got hurt. I mean, because it's still under investigation, and we got to, keep it under control. So, is there any more questions that you asked about the situation?
You say you can't reveal the names of whom?
The people who was in it, who got shot.
Okay,
The
the
deceased.
civilians. Not
Yes,
the
sir. Yes, sir.
But are there 2 civilians who were shot?
Yes.
And are they deceased?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know their relationship to the gunman?
They was family. I don't know how it was, what relationship they was, but it was family members. It was a domestic incident that just spread it. And I hate that this happened in our city, but I love the way all the police towns, they came in and supported it. And there were so many agencies that I can't even remember. I'm gonna let the chief tell you how many agencies was there.
Was the
How much?
second officer?
Yeah, it was another, when they spread it across Euclid, another officer got shot. And I was at the hospital, I seen every one of them, and they was in good spirit. They might was in a little shock, but they was in stable condition, so none of them is really hurt where it was gonna be permanent.
Was the suspect armed when he was apprehended?
I don't think so.
I can't say at this time.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let Mansell Baker tell, because he was on the same all night, and I know he's tired, and I want him to go home and get some rest. Go ahead.
Good evening. After an extensive search for a suspect who had committed numerous instances of violence in the community, both in the home and against our officers, multi-agency effort was led today to apprehend the male, and it was done without incident today. Wanted to also thank those agencies for their support. The chief will elaborate on the multi-agencies that were present today. Incidents like these affect the community at large. There are people that are grieving right now, and there are officers and their families who are hurting right now, including our department. And I can't say enough that our East Cleveland Police Department, amongst the other member agencies, far and wide, really put together a great effort to track down this male today.
How much help? It seems to us that you actually had help from the community in zeroing in on this suspect.
Yes, we had a witness who witnessed the male crossing.
I hear your radio right in the microphone.
We witnessed the male crossing a yard, crossing the street and running through a yard, and we kind of zeroed in on his location. He moved his location from that point, and we zeroed in on that second location, and that's when he was apprehended in the rear of Shaw High School.
And along the way, were there civilians helping direct you to where?
That was at the first point of sight when they found him the first time.
Okay, how helpful? I don't know.
It was very helpful. They just keyed in on a direction of travel, and we were converging on the area as well.
Were there any prior encounters with this gunman, with the suspect? Have you had any issues in the past?
With this particular suspect, yes, there were incidents in the past with the suspect and or family.
Whenever you say, so was it, for instance, where the suspect fired at family in the past, or did the suspect fire at police officers?
One of the family members did fire at police officers in the past.
One of the, not the suspect, one of the suspect's family members fired at police
I have
officers.
reason to believe that one of the suspects, one of the family members that is deceased now, did fire on police in times past.
And now, from my understanding, this was a little bit before 11. One officer.
Yes, responding, he was met immediately with gunfire.
But then another, what is it, an hour and a half later, 2 hours?
Yeah, about a little under an hour and a half.
Did that second officer respond to the same address, or was it the area?
It was a secondary address. There was a shot spotter indication that pointed out at an area on Euclid Avenue, and the officers responded to that area. Upon responding to that area, the suspect fired from cover, from brush cover.
And if you're going to walk through this, I can also wait for whenever you get to the podium, but I think we're just trying to understand the sequence of events. Now, was there, so the suspect, you got a call, what was the call that you guys were dispatched to?
Call was a shots fired call.
Shots fired call. When you arrived, were there 2 deceased? What did you find?
When the officer arrived, he was met by gunfire. He met the suspect on the side of the house.
And then it took an hour and a half for the other officers to respond, or did officers just...
No, officers were responding to the scene. The shot spotter was a secondary incident. The suspect had subsequently possibly relocated by that point.
So the suspect was on the run at that point?
Yes.
And then whenever the second officer, how long did it take you guys to apprehend the suspect, and where was he apprehended?
The suspect was apprehended behind a residence adjacent to Shaw High School. He was caught a little under an hour ago. So it's been a extensive manhunt for this individual.
During the manhunt, was there ever a shelter in place order issued so residents knew what was happening?
We locked down an extensive perimeter to maintain resident safety, business owners and such.
And were they notified on their phones or any messaging?
Due to the intensity of the search, we were worried about the male, locating the male, so that he didn't take any more lives.
Can you identify the suspect?
I cannot at this time.
Is there something that you guys are waiting for before you release that identity?
We are conducting an ongoing investigation, so at some point we will release this information.
Can you say who made the 911 call? Were there other relatives at the scene who were not? Involved
There
in
were
shooting?
other relatives present present at that address.
And how many altogether? We know 2 individuals were shot. They're deceased. Was there anybody else shot, or just how many altogether?
Only 2 people shot, and of the 2 people, those 2 are deceased. Other individuals at the residence were not harmed.
And it was.
I cannot provide that number at this time,
It
though.
was one of them who made the 911 calls.
Yes. Chief, I wanted to introduce our Chief of Police, Reginald Holcomb. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm just going to read this statement, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully it'll cover the series of events that took place last night until about an hour ago. Okay, the City of East Cleveland stands in unwavering support of 2 of its own, Officer Hernandez and Officer Durda, who were injured in the line of duty. Both officers sustained gunshot wounds during an incident currently under investigation. They are receiving medical care at University Hospital and are in stable condition and continuing to recover. At this time, the suspect is in custody. The investigation remains active, and our law enforcement agencies are working diligently with local, state, and federal partners to bring justice to those responsible. Local agency, EDGE, which is SWAT, Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Office, Ohio State Highway Patrol, Brooklyn PD, South Euclid, Cleveland Heights, Cleveland, Euclid, RTA, CMHA, Cuyahoga Metropolitan Housing Authority, Shaker Heights, University Circle, ATF, Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, U.S. Marshals, Secret Service, and BCI. Also, East Cleveland Fire Department, Chagrin Valley Dispatch, Cleveland EMS, and the Canton K-9 unit arrived to assist us. We are grateful that Officers Hernandez and Durda are pulling through. This is a stark reminder, ladies and gentlemen, of the risks our officers face every day. I commend their courage and strength and assure the public that we are doing everything possible to protect and serve the public. The city will release additional information as it becomes available, encourages everyone with information related to this incident to contact the East Cleveland Police Department. The Sheriff's Office right now is covering our calls for service. The Mayor, Safety Director, pretty much covered everything, so I'm not going to really answer any further questions.
I would like to ask about the two officers. Make sure we have their names right first, please.
Durda.
Pardon?
Durda, D-U-R, D-A, Hernandez, H-E-R-N-A-N-D-E-S, Z.
Got it.
Z zebra.
And Durda's first name is?
Joshua.
And Hernandez's first name?
Oh, Brandon.
Brandon.
I'm sorry.
What can you tell us about them? Their service with the city?
Excellent. Coming in here is 2/3 of the battle. Excellent service, professional in their duties and conduct, exemplary officers.
How long have they been with the department? Can you help us with
About
that?
4 years.
Both of them have
About
been
4
with
years.
Yeah.
Have you spoken with them today?
Okay, one is 4, one is a year.
Oh,
But
okay.
he conducts himself like he's been here.
Have you been able to communicate with them today? Share any messages with them?
I left about 5 o'clock this morning, the hospital.
Was the man in custody, the suspect, was he hit by any crossfire? I'm assuming that there were shots fired. When police fired, did they hit him?
No.
And what was the key to finding finding the suspect was neighbors' intel? Because I know that you guys had, I believe you had thermal imaging robots. I think I saw drones. What actually led to his apprehension?
Well, other than the fact that we had drones, when sun came up, we actually saw him.
Sorry to keep asking questions, just trying to understand all the pieces here. Do we have a motive from the suspect and our investigators talking to him to figure out what that motive was?
Original call was domestic related.
And then, just to rewind, 2 were found dead that were family members, is that correct? And then,
We can't confirm that right now.
but were 2 found dead?
Yes,
Was there 6 shots, or do we know how many shots
we don't
were
know.
fired?
Until the investigation is ongoing. The individuals who are unfortunately deceased are at the Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's office. So until an autopsy is performed, we don't know.
I'm just gonna rewind because at first we heard from the mayor that they were family members, now we're hearing we're not, just so we're on the same page. They're not family members, or are we saying that they are family members?
Well, the mayor didn't he didn't make a mistake. It's just that we can't confirm that right now. We believe they are, but until we get the autopsy report, to get a positive ID, and get further into the investigation as far as actually knowing who they are, hopefully finding out what actually happened, if there were other people in the house, we don't want to say for certain.
Can you clarify real quick, is Hernandez served 4 years and Durda's 1 year on the police department? Which one's 4, which one's 1?
Durda's 4,
Thank you.
Hernandez is 1.
Thank you so much.
And when the suspect was arrested, did he put up any sort of resistance?
He was arrested without incident. There's too many police out there.
And then with the shots fired for the second shooting, was it shots that you guys heard that triggered it for the one? It was, I believe, around 1 a.m. when the other officer was shot?
About 2 hours.
Or was it another shooting that triggered that? What triggered for the shots fired to go off in the second location?
The suspect fired his weapon.
And then that triggered it.
When you left the hospital this morning, did you say to these men?
Good job. Hang in there. Keep your head up.
So I'm gonna just walk me through again. So it was North Taylor and Terrace is where the initial call came in.
Okay.
Was 1700 block maybe?
19.
19, gotcha. So that was where the shots were initially fired, 2 people dead, the suspect fled, and about an hour and 45 minutes later, ShotSpotter picked up shots off of Euclid. Tell me where the ShotSpotter picked up the spots, and what was the circumstances regarding this shooting?
We fired a weapon, for one. So the officers were already on scene. They heard the shots as well as ShotSpotter picking it up in the 15600 block of Euclid.
Is that by the town home motel, is that right?
Somewhere around there.
Gotcha, but he was in the bushes, or what were the...
He was hiding, of course. He was trying to get away. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chief. Ken Meyer says it's over, I guess it's over. Jeez, who knew?
So which officer was shot first? Durham. Okay, thank you.
Hey, we've not met before, I just wanted to make sure that I have his name. Dave Anderson. I just want to make sure I have your name. Oh, I'm sorry.
Baker.
M-A-N-S-E-L. Yes, very much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, good to see you.